URT, who are we? This is the URT. You are the URT. Big up the URT. Welcome to the URT. Big up people. Big up welcome. Big up welcome. Man like Alien Tenno, man like Nathan. Listen, FC. We're back with a bang. Struggle FC. Here we go. Struggle FC. Here we go. The poet speaks and it's struggle and more struggle on the way. I thought he said the good times are back. The good times, I thought I was told the good times are coming back. It looks like it's more struggle and more struggle. Big up, people. Big up. I've just come back now. I've just been to watch the Prince film, Purple Rain. Purple Rain, man. Damn, I miss Prince, man. I can't believe he's gone, man. Purple Rain, what a film. What a music. I will die for you. If you know, you know. Those who are old enough. Those who are old enough, if you know, you know. Hey, leave the Lord save you out of it. Leave the Lord. Leave the prophet Jesus. Leave it out of it, my friend. He's got nothing to do with it. Hey, we're gonna come to that. That's part of the show tonight. We're gonna be talking about that. So big up, people. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm prepared to suffer and finish 15. Man like Madison, you know, Madison, you ain't ready for this. Living on a prayer. Whoa, whoa. We're halfway there. Whoa, whoa. We're living on a prayer again, people. We ain't getting out of this anytime soon. We ain't getting out of this anytime soon. Big up to Alien. Alien, let me know if you want me to drop you the link. Let me know if you want me to send you the link, Alien. Peter, I want to hear from you. Man, like, Peter, I want to hear from you. I've got to laugh. I've got to laugh, people. Man, like, Peter, you know, Peter, I want to hear from you. I've sent you the link. Listen, tell the missus it's all right. You're not going to be that loud. Just get on, my friend. Did you hear the news? When £2 billion stadium gets built, season tickets are going to be 4K a year. Yeah, and we were talking about, that, Alien. We're talking about that. I've seen straight through Amorim after 5 games. Clown manager. Alien, I've just sent you the link. Jump on, people. Let's get to 150 likes ASAP. Let's go, people. Let's go. The question is only one question tonight. Actually, we're going to do 2 committee questions tonight. We got the first question I'm going to ask. Are you ready to struggle? Are you ready to struggle? Are you ready to struggle, man? Big up to Hussein. Muhaddin, big up. I was at OT final games 3 seasons in game of the season when he said, good times are coming back. I feel catfished. I feel catfish, yo. Hussein Muhaddin, big up to you. I appreciate the super chat, my guy. But yeah, struggle FC. There we go. Big up Tom. Tom says that we are going to suffer. No, Sherlock. There you go, people. Smash the likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We have to laugh because whether to cry or to laugh, we have to laugh. We always choose to laugh. Amorim's already spending his Manchester United buyout money. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, man, we're going to chop things tonight. Big up, Rodin. Yeah, man, big up Mr. Creator. Yo, it's going to be fire tonight, people. We're ready. We're in that energy, people. We're in Comedy FC. It is the biggest Comedy FC, I swear to God. It's the never-ending Comedy FC, this football club. Comedy FC. Talking to Luke Shaw talking up Luke Shaw in 2025. Yo, you guys need to leave the Prophet Isa out of it. You got to leave Prophet Isa out of it. Peter's here. Better watch out. Peter's about. I'm telling you.
How you doing, Dino? Chaz?
Stella with a fella. Talk to me, Pete. I will die for you. Are you ready to die?
I'm gonna put some Gloria Gaynor on. I will survive.
Dino. What's the soundtrack tonight, people? What's the soundtrack? I've just been to see Prince, Purple Rain in a big cinema.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, classic movie.
What a film. The music is just incredible. Dodgy.
Did you see the tweet from Talksport when the new Old Trafford's built? 4K, minimum 4K season ticket.
We're going to talk about it, Pete. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
We're talking about now Amorim. I told you that this guy, this Portuguese prick, and that's what he is, a Portuguese prick, yeah. This guy could not manage his fucking shopping bill in Aldi's. Seriously. 5 games when he took over at Mainoo, I seen him playing his Benny Hill football, all rushed there and then rushed back, and it's like, nah, mate, this is the Premiership. Not the Portuguese league, mate. You're well out of your depth, mate. Literally well out of your depth. Seriously, Dino, you know what I mean? And I've been saying it. You know what? I just want to have a big shout out to Amad Diallo and Kobe Mainoo. Get the fuck out of this rancid club and save your careers now. Just get the fuck out of it. Seriously, just go. Like, you're not going to do anything in this club. Honestly, seriously.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Can people hear me all right? Can you hear me all right, Pete? Big up to everybody.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, my God. That was the biggest setup ever. That question came from Luke Shaw's agent to the journalist to go, can you ask him if he rates Luke Shaw and it's low Shaw world class? Absolute laughable. People, smash a like. The first question we're going to ask is that, are you lads ready? Are you lads and ladesses? Lads and the lasses and the lads, are you all ready to struggle? Are you ready for another storm, another struggle?
Struggle. Well, you know what? Apparently, Dino, apparently Sir Jim, you know what? I think that this geezer, Sir Jim, who bought into Man United, Dino and chat, I think he's got Alzheimer's or something. Because this geezer, every decision he's made is totally fucked up. Seriously, tell me a decision he's got right. £100 for anyone in the chat now. Tell me a decision this guy has got right. There's none, Dino. There's literally nothing he's got right. Everything he's done is just geared to make money. That's all it is. And we were saying this when he came in. He's here to make the money. I'm only here. You know, we used to have a saying in England years ago, I'm only here for the beer. That's him. I'm only here for the beer. And you're going to pay for it. You know what I mean? You're going to pay for it. Because when a billionaire who doesn't own a club, puts £1.3 billion of his own money into a club, everyone at the back, listen to this. This guy wants money back on top of what he's put in. He's not doing it for the love of the club. He's doing it to make some spondoolies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got that shit, Dino. Yeah, Dino. Look, sacked all the staff, got rid of legends, moved people who've been there for 40 years, even some of them nearly 60 years from the seats, so we can put in and facilitate what I call rapid seats now, like, you know what I mean? Any Chinese in the back there who are millionaires, come to fucking Old Trafford. It only costs you £2 to watch the game. You can have a shitty burger while you're there, like.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, people. it's just, yeah, I'm just flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted in terms of, and everywhere you look at it, I'm like, what the F is going on at this football club?
Yeah.
What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? The coach comes out. I mean, I'm going to try to look for the quotes, but I mean, he told us all. One of the guys was saying,
Stop it, Dino, stop it.
do you remember? It sounded like Ten Hag. Remember Ten Hag last season? Was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You know,
the only difference, Dino, the only difference between Ten Hag and Amorim's got hair on his head. But wait till the Liverpool game. If Liverpool end up buying Isaac with a techie as well and all that, like, forget about the 7-0. These bitches could literally put double figures on us. I'm being serious. We could take the smacking of all smackings against Liverpool. Because don't forget, Liverpool are an already oiled machine. Reigning league champions. And they're strike force, you're going to look at it in paper and you're going to be 1-0 down straight away, even before they kick a ball. We're going to get royally smashed. Royally smashed. Seriously, royally smashed. Like, and if we don't get up in arms, if it will start with the Arsenal game, because Arsenal will probably buy Goalkeeper, yeah. Arteta knows this is his 4th season. He can't finish second. He's got to win. Anything below second, he's done anyway. So he's got to win. So I'm telling you now, like, Arsenal will clap us 5-0 at Old Trafford, first game of the season. That's where the scene will be set right there, like, right there in that game. That's what's coming right there. And by the time we get to the Liverpool game and they literally destroy us, Amorim won't be gone. He'll be shot in the back of the head and shipped back to Portugal. Seriously. Because this guy hasn't got a clue. Like, I'll give him one little crumb. One little crumb of defence. Sir Rattis threw him under the bus. Said it. Same, said it. He should have clapped him. We should have got rid of him after the Europa League game. If you want to be successful in business, yeah, even if you've only got bare bones to work with and you've just got one game to win, and you manage a performance like that, I'm sorry, like, if you're a serious football club, you will get rid of him straight away. Doesn't matter whether he was a manager for 2 years, 2 months, or 2 fucking hours. You can't do this job, mate. Goodbye. You're just not the man for the job. Piss off, whatever. Go and manage FC Braga, whatever, like, off you go. You're not good enough. We were all taking the piss out of Chelsea halfway through last season, and then we were taking the piss out of them, but in the Europa Conference League, the fucking world champions, world champions, club champions. And here's the news flash for everyone in the room, yeah? The world trophies that Man United won, Man City and Liverpool are gone. Because the tournament's been reformatted this season. This World Club Cup was a solid reboot, and what happened before was like fucking Dallas. You've woke up in the shower with the wrong shampoo. You know what I mean, Dino? You can't write this shit, can you, man? Seriously.
Right. Let's go through some of the quotes. Right, are we ready to go through some of the quotes?
Woke up in the shower, Dino.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You see, Pete, you're making me laugh so much, pal. Let's just
fucking
go.
Dallas, isn't it? We've been fucking JRUing, haven't we? What the fuck?
Come on, people.
And you know what, Dino? Yeah, before you start, yeah, like I said, Sir Jim was apparently said to Amorim, yeah, he's bought him 2 players, two players of the same ilk, Cunha and Mbeumo, yeah. We've got no defence. We've got a fucking goalkeeper who's on who knows what he's on. We haven't got a striker. If you bought us a box of Swan Vestas, we'd have more strikes on goal. You know what I'm saying? And for people who don't know what Swan Vestas are, the fucking matches. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he apparently turned around and said to Amorim, we're not going to accept anything less than 6 this year. What the fuck is this guy on?
Yeah, crazy. Listen, let's get into it, Pete. So on Ruben Amorim Mainoo, he can play in both positions. In the midfield last year, he played more in front. His best positions is with the ball. I think he's a big talent. I think he needs to increase the rhythm, the pace. I'm always on that with Kobe. He can be better. Well, that's a bit of a worry. Well, if he needs to be a bit better, then he needs to go. Ruben on signing Premier League proven players. There he says here, we need experience. Mateus is young but with experience. That was the policy we tried to use this season. So I say yes. It's not just that they have the characteristics that we need, but we buy players who can face this kind of pressure. Okay.
So, wait there, Dino, just to let people know, the £71 million we paid for Mbeumo, yeah, he's not eligible over Christmas, a vital period in English football, because he's at the
African nations, yeah, African nations.
Seriously, Dino, what the fuck?
Well, it might be only a couple of games, Pete, but let me just get into this. Amorim and Bruno Fernandes, the guy he wanted to keep. Bruno Fernandes, we can change in the game, but we miss Bruno as the number 10. Sometimes playing as a number 10, he comes to get the ball, and nobody is a number 10. He can play in front also. Okay, false 9. Bit of that talk. Ruben Amorim on selling players. Omar and Jason have a number for these players. And if that isn't reached, they will be United players. I'm ready to receive the players. I have more options if they have to fight each other to play. That is perfect.
What's he on about? What's he fucking on about? Like, what options? Maybe he's bought a tin of them. Like Quality Street. Options like, yeah, I'll take your pick.
Amorim, it's important to sell players. Some players have to move to make space in the team. Others want a new challenge. We're giving them time to think. If they reach the point where they have to join the team, they will. So it's an opening, basically. Cunha on pressure for Manchester United. The pressure at this club is now pressure. It's a privilege. When Ruben came to me and showed me the project, I feel like challenge I want. United needs to be there, and I want to be part of the process. I don't think about being perfect. I just want to help the team. I'm comfortable to be here with the pressure, and I hope everything can be better. All right.
Well, to be fair, Dino, yeah, Cunha is mentally attuned to survival mode anyway, because he's just come from Wolves, hasn't he? So, I suppose he'll fit in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's used to struggle.
Yeah. That's probably why he's got in. He's thought, I'm going to need to struggle in here. Like, come on, get in.
Mbeumo and Cunha both been teams that struggled parts of the season. They're both from struggle a lot.
You know what, Dino? If I'd have been at that press conference there and he turned around and said about Bruno being a false 9, I'd have turned around and said, how do you feel about being a false manager? You know what I mean?
Peter, you can't blame him. I blame the people who bought him here. He's just a naive kind of guy.
You know what, Dino? Right, listen, look, I've got no sympathy for Amorim. He's flapped his jaw after he got his cheeks clapped in the Europa League. Yeah, and he said, I'll leave if you want me to leave. You don't need to pay me off. But apparently, the hierarchy have asked him to stay. No, mate, you can't have it both ways here, mate. You either going to stay because you think you're good enough for the job, or you're going to go. You don't want paying off because you're out of your depth. The reality of it is, he's a little kid trying to manage a Premier League team, and it's way up there over his head. He's not going to do it. And if he plays this type of football next season, the way the teams have been strengthening against us, you thought last season was bad. Strap in.
Yeah, it's really strapping
Strap
people.
in.
Strap in.
Hands in Prime will be buying all our games up because they know they're going to make a killing on it.
Facts, people. Cunha, when we arrived, we were very welcomed and it helps you a lot. It's been 2 weeks already with the group. I feel completely fine with the tactics and everything. It's important to adapt with time and everything will show what we do. Okay. So Cunha seems to be like having a bit of it. Amorim, you can feel the bond between the players in the best teams. We remind ourselves how special it is to be at the best club in the world. I really like to be with a group that is healthy. We're going to suffer, but the feeling of bonding really important. The spirit is positive.
Okay.
So I heard Cunha saying United has always been his dream. He's made my dream come true. The boss was a big part. He talked to me and it was easy to make the choice. There you go.
I tell you what, Kuna, give it 6 months and it won't be your choice of dreams. It'll be your choice of nightmares, mate.
Yeah. The Luke Shaw, he's a world-class player. You can feel the small things. He's a great player. But he has the competition this season.
He's got no competition. Who's he got? Ariamas.
Ruben Amorim on the striker situation. If he's happy with the team, the new signings really humble. That's really important. They had other options. They read what people say about a club, but they choose to be here, and it's key point for me. In the moment, we need to be careful when we sign players. Start of the season with the squad. I will be happy.
You know what, Dino? Look, I mean, I've said it, like, haven't I, on your streams?
Well, let me just get this. Mason Mount, the whole season hurt, but this new slate now, we're looking forward to performing. We want to perform as a group. We know last season wasn't good enough, so now it's about kicking on. Kicking on, FC.
Kicking on.
Kicking on.
Well, to be fair to him, Dino, he's probably thinking, for most of next season, I'll be in the stands cheering the lads on. You know what I mean? Because they'd be injured. We still have, we've loaned Marcus Rashford out, yeah? Now, that should have been, if they're so concerned about PPP, they should have sold him, yeah? Not loan him. I think that loaning out is we're still going to be paying part of his wages. I don't care what anyone says. We just wanted him out the club. Anthony, haven't sold him. Sancho, haven't sold him. Tyrell Malacia, haven't sold him. Yeah. These should have been done when the last ball of the season was being kicked. It's like just under 4 weeks to kick off new season, and you still haven't sold anyone. What?
Yeah, people, listen. You need to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Wendy says, didn't Ollie say we needed Premier League fluent players? Isn't it the same ownership from Ollie days? Yes.
And like S. Madison saying there, Dino, he's taking Garnacho back because no one wants them. No one wants these players because they have got real bad attitudes. That's the problem. Football clubs now, Dino, not only are they run as businesses, but they're still family clubs. And you have to keep the equilibrium in the club. Yeah. What players you bring in, what players go out. You have to keep that level of, keep everyone happy to the best of your ability. You're going to go and buy a player like Garnacho or Rashford and all that. They've got shit head egos on him. They're just going to disrupt everything. No, but that's why no one's buying them. Especially Jadon Sancho. That guy, he's got the worst attitude I've ever seen on a football player. Seriously, he has. Seriously, talk about making it rich, making it big when you're young, and it just blowing your mind. That's that guy right there, you know what I mean? He had the world at his feet. England youth, European, or was it World Cup? Have a World Cup or Euro winner at U17 level. had doing well at Dortmund. Had the world at his feet. Got a big move. Boom.
He's still young, you know. He's still under 25. He can still do it. He can still do it. I think he just needs the club, me personally. To be fair, he's not a guy who's in the limelight a lot, Peter. So I can't really talk about his attitude, to be fair. He's not a limelight guy. He's not a guy who's giving press conferences or all these different people. But people, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Chief Editor United Real Therapy's here. There's over 200 of you in here. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel.
Get the likes up, people.
Big up.
Turn one form with Nino. Come on.
Yeah. Let me just get Adewale super chat. Why do English people make such a big deal about players missing 6 games due to AFCON? That's once every 4 seasons. I've actually seen people say, buy players because AFCON doesn't dust my head in. Oh, yeah. I mean,
I'll address that, Dino, to Adewale. What it is, Adewale, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I do. But the point is, when you're in a situation like Man United's in, and you've just gone and spent £71 million on the player, and Christmas is such a key period, it's a pivotal period for the team, it doesn't make sense to buy that player for that. Seriously. You could, as a guess, this is what I would do if I was Man U now. And when we're unsettled at Brentford, yeah, okay, we'll get AFCON out the way. We'll tap it up, and then come January, when the January window's open, you'll go buy the guy for about 45 million. That's why it's a big deal, because that's what you could do.
Yeah.
You know.
By the way, people, we've not even got 100 likes yet. Mods, get on it. And also, just to tell you the poll, at the moment, are you ready to struggle? 67% have said yes. 33% have said no. So at the moment, everybody's ready for the struggle, Pete. Everybody's down with the struggle.
It's not. Dino, listen, man. Listen, chat. Dino, chat. It's not going to be a struggle. It's going to be a bloodbath. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Our first 8 games at the start of the season, we are going to be slaughtered.
Yeah.
We are going to be slaughtered.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's having a little dig there. He says, it's important to sign players as soon as possible. As soon as possible. There is a sense that some players want to wait until the final stage of the transfer window, hoping the market value will decrease.
Well, it's not how you do. I mean, Wendy's just put a comment here. She goes, Pete, I disagree with you. Teams are coming in for Sancho and Garnacho, but United devalued them. And then they want unrealistic fees. United makes no sense. But if United's devalued them, teams would snap them up. The reason why teams won't snap them up, Wendy, is because they have a real bad mental attitude about them. That's why they won't sign them. It's not because they haven't got the talent. We've all seen it. But it does come down to how you apply yourself in your job. They don't apply themselves well in the job, do they? That's it.
This is
your eyes do the test for you, don't they? That's it.
This is an interesting, interesting take. This is the Athletic. There's a sense some players want to wait till the final stage of the transfer window, hoping the market value will decrease amid the pressure. Manchester United may face to complete deals. There is a belief that Garnacho is prepared to wait and see what happens later, hoping his value will drop. However, his desire to play for Argentina in the World Cup it remains a priority. Jacob, Ollie Watkins to Manchester United. Manchester United made contact with Aston Villa, and that was sourced from all sides at the end.
The thing is, Dino, I mean, there's a couple of ways you can look at it. What Ed Glazer and a few of the people in the chat have said, players do have a value. You could say we overpaid for certain players, not for Garnacho, obviously, because he was, kind of homebred, even though we bought him as a young lad. But there comes a point where if these players do not fit in your, I'm talking about the hierarchy at United, their vision of where they want Man United to go, and they think there could be a disruptive influence, then unfortunately, the only option you have left is to sell them at any price. And if that price, if you think, for example, Garnacho is worth 60 million, which I think he is, if he had a proper mental attitude about him, easily. Because he's come out with the shenanigans he's come out with, teams are looking at him, clubs are looking at him going, is he going to be a problem? They're probably going to go 30 million max. Now, United will have to go, okay, we'll take the deal and get rid. 30 million is better than nothing. That's how you have to look at it, don't you? The player's unhappy. You don't want an unhappy player in your squad going into a new season. Apparently, if we're broke, is what Sir Jim is saying, then that 30 million will plus it will PFP. So what's the problem? What's the problem?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be listen, Pete, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. If that statement by Laurie Whitwell, the club is briefing that, I think, against the players. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I want to get your take in a minute, so hold on, Pete. Justine, Junior Pacedo, Anthony's agent, has confirmed there's interest from Saudi Arabia, and now Anthony is open to making the move there. Wow. That is crazy. Anthony's agent, what can I say? There are players on the market, and there are several clubs that want to know his current situation. Will listen to the project and analyze them. They got Pete. I disagree with you. Teams are going in for Sancho or Garnacho, but United devalue them and they want unrealistic fees. United make no sense. Of course they don't. They got isn't the AFCON held every 2 years? I think it's every 2 years. Yeah, I think it might be every 2 years. So we've had an issue when we have 4 to 6 players going to the AFCON. To be fair, we don't in it. We got Ahmad, Unana. Fuck Unana. I'm happy for Unana to go. I hope Unana.
And Mazraoui.
So Mazraoui, Ahmad, and Mbeumo are the 3 players, really.
Yeah.
They're the only 3 players. Well, let me just get this at a super chat. People, get the likes up, people. There's only 220, 30 in here. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and get involved in the community question, man. Get involved in the poll. Get involved. Are you ready to struggle? I want to ask Jarvis. Jarvis, jump on if you're about. If not, no problem. But I want to ask you the question, Jarvis. Are you ready to struggle? United have always been my dream club, he says. Ruben Amorim asked if Bruno Fernandes will play in midfield next season. He can be when it's changed. Yeah, I think I've gone through that. Yeah, Amorim signing to really humble. Yeah, we got that. Let me just get this chat here. Watch Mateta play for Palace today. He got a goal and assists in half of football. He sold up and link up play are superior to Watkins. We should be all over Palace. He's also about to buy a striker from Nice. Yeah, well, you know what? He's good. He's good. I'm not going to lie to you.
You know what, Dino, there? You know, when Amorim said in the press...
I asked you a question. Who you having? Watkins, or you having Mateta?
I would have Mateta any day.
Why?
I think he's more physically stronger. He's more into the game. Watkins drifts in and out of games, doesn't he? Dino? He kind of blows up and cold, if you want to put it that way. Whereas Mateta is, when he's on his game, even though, I mean, the only thing is, I think Mateta is 30, is he? So,
well, Mateta's 20-something. I think he's 28.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'd have Mateta. Yeah, defo. Too right, I would. Well, I mean, obviously, you only have to look at Crystal Palace last season. A lot of their players were, linking real good. And it was, them winning the FA Cup. I know they got a bit fortuitous, but they deserved it because their actual team play won them the cup, and it did. And not just in the final, but going, through the Rams. And that, that's what it is, a team game. It's a team game. You do have players who have that touch of brilliance here and there, but ultimately it's a team game. And Man United aren't a team. That's the facts. We're not a team. We need to build a team, don't we?
Yeah. He was born in 97, Pete.
Yeah.
1997, so was he 28, 27?
28, yeah, I think he's coming up, 28, yeah, but...
Yeah. Big up to Mateta. Good
but
player.
see, the problem is, Dino and chat, the problem is, and this has always been a problem for Man United, especially in the 80s, when Dave Sexton and Ron Atkinson were managers of Man United, and they were trying to build a team that was good enough to win the league. They knew Man United were had the cash to flash, as you say. And if you've got a player who's then, Division 1 proven, now it's like Premier League, then they're always going to put Man United tax on it, Dino. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem we've always suffered with. It's kind of like you're victim of your own success to a degree. So you're going to spend a bit more than what any other club would do to get the player. So that's why it's important to profile the right player that you need.
Yeah.
Do we need Kuna and Bueno in the same team?
Yeah, I think we do.
Well, I mean, because
Mbeumo is a different, quicker player. He's faster player, and he is a more direct to goal. While Cunha is more guy who picks up the ball and also can go direct to goal. But they both cause different problems. But Mateta, with them, that would be amazing. Mateta.
The only thing is, though, Dino, with Kuna signing, do you not think that was the job of Kobe Mainoo? What he's going to take? Just saying. And then you could argue the point: isn't Mbeumo going to take the job of Amad Diallo? Now, you could say it's nice to have a couple of players in the same position. Yet it is. But these two players, Diallo and Kobe, were here before them. They've earned their chance at that slot. And now all of a sudden, you've got to look at it from their viewpoint. All of a sudden, two big money signings, they're going to be, they're going to get played. They're going to be looking at themselves in the mirror going, well, we've worked our socks off, especially Diallo. He's been out on loan, played of the season at Sunderland. They're going to be looking in the mirror and going, I want to go. I'm not going to fit in. You obviously don't want me. You've got to factor that in, innit? You have and then players, Diallo and Kobe, they have earned the right to play in them positions in my book. So, again,
it's clear that he doesn't rate Kobe, to be fair. You can clearly see.
No, he doesn't know. I think he doesn't know. So if I was Kobe, I'd leave. I think I was reading today, actually, Dino, when there's a bit of a stumbling block on Kobe's new contract. So Liverpool are looking at him. Oh, sweet Jesus, man. Where Liverpool getting all the money from? Apparently, they're going to table £100 million bid for Isaac.
To be fair, they've not signed anybody a season, innit? They didn't spend money the summer before. Yeah.
So, I don't know. Well, if I was Kobe, I'd leave. I think last season, he had a very indifferent season for whatever reason. I think, he had a couple of injuries, and I think maybe he felt he didn't get the game time he deserved from the previous season and the previous season before that. Don't forget, his breakthrough season per se was the Youth Cup. And I think his progression's gone up, and all of a sudden it's just kind of plateaued. And it's like, this is why I've said over the last year, Mainoo leave Man United, you're not going to get developed anymore at the club, I don't think. And I think that, there's more to come from Kobe Mainoo than what we're getting out of him. He is a starter. He's not a bench player. You know what I mean? So where he go? I don't know. Chelsea. They go crazy, don't they, with things? Could he go to Newcastle? Mainoo, would he want to go there? Like, would he want to go there?
Yo, big up Jarvis. Jarvis says, I'm stretched out on the couch after a pizza night. Too much as usual. Give me 5 minutes and I'll jump on.
He's been playing fucking golf, hasn't he?
Take your time, Jarvis. He's been on the Italian pizza.
He's been on the pizza, hasn't he?
Big up Jarvis.
So I don't know.
Try and get a loan move or go to Villa and get coached properly by Emery. Then after the World Cup, look for a permanent move. Yeah, some people think that he might get loaned out. But people, we're going to change the poll right now because it looks like 63 of you or 63% of you said you're ready to struggle. And 36 of you have said no. But we're going to put it in now, Watkins or Mateta. And I know that we're not linked with Mateta at all. We're not linked with Mateta at all whatsoever. It's just the fans. That's just the fans going on about Mateta. But apparently we're hearing that they're going to buy a new striker. I mean, we said it before. What they call Crystal Palace. They get there. I think they might be getting a Nice striker. Who do you want? Watkins. Should we just say what striker? Watkins. What striker do you want?
Watkins, Mateta, or Calvert-Lewin.
Out of these two strikers,
who's the Chelsea one? What's his name? Jackson, is it? Or
no, we don't want Jackson.
Action Jackson, innit?
You want? Oh God, Action 5 Jackson. People want Action 5 Jackson, man. She. Mateta or Watkins, man. Watkins. There you go, people. Let's start the poll. Who do you want out of these two strikers? Yeah.
I think the problem with Watkins is, Dino, he's not what you call an out-and-out striker. He's basically the same as Mbeumo, isn't he, really? And I think Mbeumo's a better player than Watkins.
To be fair, if he just plays centrally, he's in the box more than Mbeumo.
He does, but he doesn't bang in as many goals as him now, Dino. That's the point I'm saying. Like, he just doesn't do it, does he? You know what I mean? So I just don't think.
Ruben Amorim relying to Adam McCullough question as his plans for Kobe. I think he can play in both positions with the last year, like he played in the front. He says, I think his position's near the ball with always the ball. I think he's a big talent, and you guys know better than me. He's a big talent. I think he
why don't you play him then?
The rhythm and the pace. We can do better. I have big plans, but again, I said game by game, week by week. So it's huge. Everybody has to be prepared to play one game or play all the games. Is a key point in our season. Okay. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. Cunha, Mateta, front three. We also have weakened our rivals. Our rivals. That's Brentford, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. I think the main complaint.
Weakened our rivals. Shit, man.
With Ahmad play on the wing back and some during the season, we need to rotate players. Never going to rotate the Obrigado brothers.
No.
The Obrigado brothers will not be rotated.
No.
Diego Dalot and Bruno will play every game. Mainee's been burnt out by Eric Ten Hag before he left. Facts. Big up Carla. Listen, people, we've not even got 100. There's over nearly 230 of you in here. We haven't even got 100 likes. We need to get to 200 likes. That's a target tonight. Let's go.
You know what, Dino? Yeah. Right. Listen, I would say this now. Yeah. You imagine if we bought Ollie Watkins, Yeah, let's just hypothesize on a formation for United now. Ollie Watkins was up front, and Buemo's just off him, and then Kuna's there. Where does that leave Bruno? Because I think everyone knows now the problem with Man United is Bruno Fernandes. Playing him is dislodging the formation of the team. You've got players there waiting to take his position, and he's playing the hand grenade thrower instead, like, isn't he? And there's got to come a time when he should have been sold. He should have been sold. 100 million. If this story was true, if it was true, 100 million to the Saudi League, then we should have sold him. And then you've got breathing room there to play with different formations, put other players in. But if Bruno's fit, and I'll give him this, 9 times out of 10, Bruno's fit. You've got to give him the guy that like he is. He's always available. As a football player, if you're available, then you can play for the team. You can be the best player in the world, but if you, like Luke Shaw, but if you're injured, you're no good to the team, are you? Like, the problem is playing him all the time actually causes problems, doesn't it? Now, if you put Bruno, let's say for certain games coming up, our first 8 games, Arsenal, Chelsea, and let's say Liverpool, Man City's in there, yeah. If Amorim decided to put Bruno on the bench for them 4 games, mentally, how do you think Bruno would react to that? If he turned around and said to him, look, I'm doing it for the formation, to experiment with the team, and maybe we need a different dimension in these games than you. Bruno's going to just go like a bitch and scream like mad, isn't he? You know what I'm saying, Dino? There's your problem right there. Like, there it is. Bruno Fernandes is the problem right there.
He is, and big up Khalees. Big up Khalees. Big up. I'll check it out. I got what you at least. I got you with at least 2 likes. Big up. Appreciate you. Why would a journalist know more about Mainoo's talent than a manager who sees him daily? This is like Amorim not knowing Casemiro's strength. Facts. I mean, he keeps exposing himself, innit? And honestly, he keeps exposing himself. It's just, I don't know, maybe because, you know what? Maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Maybe it's the English, he lost in translation. No, right, I can't see use PSR anymore. I'll show you why. No, we can't use PSR anymore. I'll show you why. Big up. I'll just show this now at the moment. Big up to Chief Editor United Real Therapy. He just sent us this. Let me just big up to him. Let me just share this. This is about Manchester United. We're Manchester United, Pete. We're Manchester United.
Yeah.
This is just gives a breakdown. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this gives you a bit of a breakdown. Manchester United Premier League Financial Radar percentile rank for Premier League season 23-24. So it shows you here revenues. So that's the green, that's the blue. If I'm not, you know what I mean, cash balance. That's from the revenue from Matchday. We make apparently 113
million, is it?
So 13 million. Yeah.
Or 37.
Is it 137 million? I think it
is. I'm going to have to put my glasses on now. Cheers.
Yeah, my glasses. I can't even buy my glasses. But yeah, broadcasting, we get 220.
137, Dino, yeah.
Yeah, 222 million. Commercial is 303 million. So that's the revenues that we get. Wages, 55%. Wages on amortization. So the turnover is 83%. Operating expenses turnover 109%. So yeah, profit is in the green, isn't it? It's 700 and 700. Is that 700? No, 7. Is it 700? No, sorry, attendance of the matches. 73,534.
On
Stadium
average, yeah.
installation, 99% utilization. Profit. Which one is the profit? I can't even see what the profit is. People, my eyes are gone. I'm a bit too tired. Profit. What's the profit? Match day, attendance, cash balance, cash before.
I mean, profit before loss. 83 million, is it? It's the one in the middle, the grey one. Profit loss before tax. Profit on player sales is next to that on the right. And then operating profit or / loss is 59 million. And then the EBITDA is
148 million,
48 million, yeah.
Yeah. Financial debt, 547. Transfer debt, 331. Squad cost, 944 million. That is fucking crazy.
Nearly $1 billion in squad.
Operating cash flow is 117 million.
So basically, Dino,
interest payments, 36 million.
Basically,
cash flow before financing, 86 million. Cash balance, 74 million. Boy, oh boy, that's crazy.
That nearly £1 billion squad operating cost, and you haven't won a league is outrageous. That is just incompetence on a level I've never seen in a football club before. That is total incompetence. Basically, Dino, sponsorship money is keeping Man United afloat.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what's happening with this football club. But listen, I just find that the collapse of Manchester United is one of the most craziest. But the way we're trying to get back, it's also crazy.
Yeah.
But we're not run like a football club, are we? We are run. We are on the New York Stock Exchange, Pete. And you know what? I blame the Edwards. I really blame the Edwards. The Glazers would never have bought Manchester United. I think it was 91 or 92. They floated the Manchester United on the London.
Martin Edwards,
on the London Stock Exchange, and we have never from that. We have never recovered from that. But
But to be fair though, Dino, I mean, Martin Edwards and his family, I think they go back. Their involvement in United was from the 50s. I'm sure it was. He did do a lot for Man United, and I think he just got to the point where he just had enough of it, you know. Martin Edwards, like, as a CEO, he was a good guy, like, but if you remember Michael Knight, the Red Knights.
Yeah. Kicking about on the pitch. What a faker. What a faker. Big up Sheikh Harian and big up Ben. Ben, I'm good. Morocco at the moment with the missus, loving it here. People are unbelievable.
Big up Pizza Jarvis.
Big up.
What flavors did you have? What pizza did you have?
It was a homemade pizza.
No, I bet we had pineapple on it, Dino.
Tomatoes. I had some red pepper.
Pineapple.
Say again?
Was it a homemade one? Did you make
homemade one, yes.
Yeah, I made some Domino's.
I almost ate the whole thing. I think I have like 2 slices left.
Listen, big up that Jarvis is a chef, mate. He's out here. He's a chef.
Jarvis, eh?
Yeah. Jarvis, pizza. I can do pizza. You know, pizza and salmon. That's my 2 specialties.
There you go.
Gravlax.
Yeah. No, well, not Gravlax. No, that's terrible.
So Jarvis, we need to hit you with this. 1 second, Pete. I need to interrogate Jarvis. Jarvis, you're in the hot seat tonight. You're in the hot seat. Did you watch the press conference?
Well, actually, I did. I watched it because I saw it was a subject for your show, so I felt that I had to watch it if I was supposed to jump on.
Okay.
So I had something to say.
Go on, talk to me.
Yeah, to put my, I was expecting you to show me something like, but you know, I thought for myself when I saw the interview that the press conference that he's a politician. He's a politician. He knows what to say. Nothing controversial. It's more like yada yada yada, and the questions are not good. I like the Kobe Mainoo one. I think he said something about Kobe Mainoo being the best. His best position is on the ball. And it's not wrong. I think Kobe Mainoo is our best midfielder on the ball, and I think we need ball players. But I'm not sure if I can interpret Amorim's way to talk about Kobe Mainoo if that's what he wants. Maybe he wants more intensity, better players, because he likes to play more direct. Kobe Mainoo is more. He likes to just pass and move a little bit. So, and I think the same applies for Toby Collier. So I think it's a long way for both of them to get a starting position in this squad. And I didn't like what he said about the players, that he might bring them back. But, I also just think it's politics. I don't think he meant it, to be honest. And Cunha, he said the political correct thing. He has always loved Man United. It's his dream club and he wants to come. So, yeah. Nothing controversial in this interview. I don't know, Noradin, what's your takes? Did you find anything worthwhile or?
I thought we're going to suffer. It was I started laughing. That made me laugh. I thought that the Mainoo question was really interesting because he's like, Mainoo needs to up the pace and needs to up that. I'm like, you don't play really through midfield. You don't really play through midfield.
No.
And you don't want somebody, you don't want to coach. And I'm just like, you be able to coach. But at the end of the answer, he said he's going to work with him on the pace. And that is interesting to say. But I also think the club are trying to freeze the kid out because the club are breathing against him, saying he wants 200 grand and all this. He doesn't want that. He does not want that. He does not want 200 grand. He doesn't want anywhere near 200 grand. And it's laughable. So there's some politicking around with him. But I genuinely like Peter. I've said it and I made a video in December. He needs to go and develop. I think he should go to Bayern Munich. I think a stable football club where he can develop into a top midfielder. And that's what I would do with him. 100 million.
Kobe Mainoo.
Yeah. I would let him go. Because I don't genuinely think he's going to suffer. And I think the fan base are going to get on his back. Because this football is helter-skelter, Jarvis. It's helter-skelter. We can't even play out. I mean, I'm going to watch again tomorrow night and see where we get. But I thought his question, his answer about Bruno was interesting. He was saying how Bruno could play as a false nine. That was interesting.
I can't understand why we would play Bruno as a number 9, because when we can't play out from the back, the striker needs to be the outlet. Bruno is neither strong, he's neither quick, he can't run in behind. What the hell is Bruno going to do as a number 9? That's a fucking joke, You can't say that as a serious coach. If we even can't play out from the back. So
to be honest, did you hear what he said, Jarvis? Did you hear
I heard it. But for me, that's just nonsense. That's nonsense, and even Amorim knows it's nonsense. He can't play Bruno as a 9. That's not working. He can play Mbeumo as a 9 or Cunha as a 9. And play Bruno in one of the 10s, and maybe they can interchange. So in one way or another, Bruno can be in the number 9 position sometimes during the 90 minutes. But it's no. You can't start with Bruno in the number 9 position. It will never be the outlet we need. I actually liked what Adevales said about Mateta. If he scored a couple of goals today for Crystal Palace, he's a good option if you want that kind of striker. He's strong. He's good in the air. He can hold up the ball. He can rough up the centre backs a little bit. Yeah.
I remember what he did to Saliba. I know what he did to Saliba last season, and I think Saliba is one of the best.
Yeah.
He absolutely made them panic, but it's also the way Palace play. So we like to picture. I just want to know for people. I've said this many times. Big up Jamie Wayne. Jamie Wayne. I showed that a couple of shows ago, about 2 months ago. I showed that graph. I can show it again before the end of the show, and we can have a look at it. But people, the target is 200 likes. We're not even 150 likes. I just want to check out the poll just to let know the question we've asked. Yeah, who do you want out of these two strikers? Everybody's going for Mateta, 78%, 77%. Watkins, 21%. I look at, what was I talking about? Sorry, Mateta. I was talking about
Mateta, yeah.
His biggest thing is holding up the ball. He makes the ball stick, and he also brings people into play. Manchester United need that. We also need somebody who can pin back the two centre backs and give Cunha and Mbeumo the space to be able to get shots off or to be able to combine. Somebody said it in the chat. I don't know who it was. Big up to whoever said it. They've said that Mateta has played. Watkins has played with Mbeumo before. When Brentford were in a championship, that's where he came from, didn't he? He came from Brentford, didn't he? Watkins. So yeah. So they're signing this kid, yeah, Evan Gossand. That's who they're signing. Yeah, that's who they're signing. So even, yeah. Amorim.
I don't know. I mean, big up Jav anyway. Big up.
Yeah.
I just think that midfield we got, and the way Amorim wants to play, it's just going to leave a big hole. It's like a spearhead attack. Yeah, he can't play the same. There's no way he can play. It doesn't matter what players he buys. If he gets any more this season, he cannot play that same formation next season. We will be decimated playing that season, that formation next season. That we will be just out of the league. And if Liverpool, I was saying to Jarvis, to Dino earlier, Jarvis, if Liverpool get Isaac as well, like they could literally double figure us in that game when we play them. Because don't forget that they're a well-oiled machine as it is, Liverpool. And
The derby.
Yeah.
You heard it say this, so it's
derby.
It's not all doom and gloom. I think we are pretty good when it comes to defending.
Jarvis, we have no goalkeeper.
We struggle with scoring goals when it comes to defending and absorbing. Absorbing the opposition. Under Ten Hag, we conceded 20 shots every game. We were an open book. Now we are more compact and we don't concede as many shots. So we are not as bad when it comes to defensively. I don't see us losing 5, 6, 7 nils again with Amorim system. The problem now is how to score goals and how to try to control games. That's why we play out from the back, because when we play out from the back, we have possession and we can have set patterns, but we can't do that. So for me, that's one of the biggest problems. And let me show you something, Peter. We talked about this Stu and I yesterday. It's a tactical board. I know it's not the right place, but
it's the right place.
Okay. Because a lot of the time last season we had Maguire, so he doesn't understand how to fill the pivot when we play out from the back. He goes in a semi position. He's not going up in midfield, but he's not sitting in defense. So he goes in between here, and because of this, he blocks the passing lanes to either Casemiro or he's under pressure. Play it back, and Maguire stands here blocking the passing lane for Bruno in this direction, or either way is here and blocking the passing way. So we have so many problems, but for me, it's down to personnel. And a player like Maguire, he can't play as the center back because he doesn't understand how to move. He's not.
Yeah, but Jarvis said the problem there is the goalkeeper. When Maguire goes forward, the goalkeeper should be filling in his position. That's the whole point of playing in that position. And all the time, Anana is staying in his 6-yard box. The defenders are messing up. Anana's still hanging back. How many times have you seen Anana last season intercept the ball or take the ball on the 18-yard box? You very rarely see him do it. So the goalkeeper, fundamentally, in that system, is the problem. The current goalkeeper we have. We need a more proactive goalkeeper.
100%, and you make a good point.
Defenders shake on the ball. They're not comfortable. Even Masraoui. They're not, because, as Jarvis explained, the options are not there. And we don't have enough good ball playing centre that can clip the ball to the wing back, or do you know what I mean? To clip it either side to Dogu. We don't move the ball quick. We give it back, and then we get pressed, and so easily pressed. And it's one of the easiest things to fix. That's why I was going absolutely berserk at that game against Leeds. Not because I didn't give a damn what the result was. I gave a damn.
No, it's a friendly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also the Jarvis, when we do progress the ball up the pitch, Bruno Fernandes keeps the ball and cuts back all the time. If he doesn't keep the ball and cut back, he just throws an aimless ball. So when you're looking to take the ball from the back three into the midfield, you're looking at your centre, your attack, to actually just go for goal, not hold the ball and wait for the midfield. Amorim's system isn't waiting for the midfield to catch up. It's the midfield pushing the ball to the strikers, and the strikers having a crack at goal. We just keep the ball when we get there, and then the play's gone. It's just gone. It falls apart.
But what's different this season will be this. We have two players here. And I don't know, we talked about this, Stu and I, yesterday, because when we played against Newcastle, they had, what's that big guy playing in the Newcastle defense?
I know who you mean, yeah.
One of the centre-backs.
Dunk.
No, it's not Dunk. It's not Dunk.
Not Dunk. Well, we know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
He was on Garnacho's back all the time, because that was our outlet. Garnacho was free because Newcastle, they committed too many people up front pressing. They pressed with high intensity. So every time Onana put the ball here, Dan Burn came in here and took the ball away from, and they just attacked again and again and again. We couldn't get out. But it won't happen this season, because now we have two seasonal pros with Cunha and Mbeumo. So we have an outlet all the time with these two guys. I put Watkins here, but we don't have Watkins, so the guy is Højlund, and he won't be able to shake off two centre backs. But I think these two guys are able, one against one, to do something with the ball. So we will be more potent in attack, and it can't be as easy for the opposition to press us high, man to man, mark us, and just continue putting us under siege.
But the thing is, Jarvis, right. Look, I mean, Jarvis, I vilified Højlund myself a lot last season, because obviously for obvious reasons. But the problem with Højlund was he was making the runs, but he wasn't getting the ball released to him. As soon as the striker makes a run, he can't stop on his heels then, because the defenders are straight on him. When the striker makes the run, you must give him the ball. Not, obviously, the wingers we had, to a degree, Amid Diallo, but especially Garnacho, they were looking to be glory hunters themselves. There's times there where we've seen Højlund in games, he's made a run on a simple little side ball or forward little ball, and he was in on goal. Whether he'd have scored or not is another story. But the point is, if you don't get the ball, you can't score, can you?
No.
So what we're saying is we need the ball released.
Pete, our biggest problem is keeping the ball up the pitch and sustaining attacks. We don't
That's it,
sustain
yeah.
attacks enough. We don't keep the ball, the compactness of the team. We don't have the defense, the midfield, and the attack all moving together in cohesion and actually hemping a team in. We don't get that. We don't have that. We really don't have that.
I mean, the thing is, look, I mean, look, let's hypothesize that Amorim has learned from last season. Last season was his rookie season. Fair enough. Yeah. You're now in your second season. There's no way you can go into every game next season and carry on square peg in the same hole. You have to adapt to different teams and the situation you're in. Maybe the personnel you have available through injuries or suspensions. You can't just go out, throw anyone in, just keep doing what I want you to do. I'm sorry, like, but even Pep Guardiola doesn't play that way all the time. You have to adapt. And that's my concern with Amorim is he doesn't seem like he's got to get plan B. It just doesn't seem like he's got one.
No, but he was asked a question during the interview if he was going to be versatile, didn't he? Didn't someone ask about his formation? And he said we play many formations during a game and we change up a lot of times.
What game is that?
Yeah, someone asked him a question about his tactics and formation. But again, I think he will adapt. I think he will try to adapt. And first of all, I think what needed, Stu has been talking about this all the time. It's about the double pivot. It can't be flat. It must be staggered. So Bruno must be able, but Bruno has to keep his position around here. He can't wander off.
He hasn't got the discipline
because why? It's because Casemiro's role is to cover him all the time. So if Bruno goes up here, where is Casemiro supposed to be? You know, he can't cover him here. He has to keep his shape. He has to stay centrally. And if we lose the ball, then the opposition will come and Bruno won't be the shield for Casemiro again. So
Bruno goes AWOL, Jarvis.
Yes. So I see Bruno as a big problem, but I also feel that this season, we talked about it, when we play out from the back, one of the outlets will be Cunha dropping down and Bruno moving up. So Cunha will be the guy who will, under pressure, turn with the ball, maybe take him on, dribble him, and carry the ball. And then we have overloads of people coming into attack. So I think it's a good signing with Cunha and Mbeumo. I think it will make us a lot better than last season. Not top 5, but it will make us a lot better.
But,
we will be more stable.
I don't know whether you was listening, Jarvis, when I was talking to Dino. I just think the problem with the team is Bruno. I just think he's a problem. He should have been sold. We have personnel there who can do the job better than what Bruno does. Like I said to Dino, the best thing about Bruno is his availability. And that is all brilliant from a football and manager's viewpoint, that it doesn't matter how good you are as a player, as long as you're available to be picked, then obviously it speaks for itself. But that shouldn't be why you should be playing the guy. That shouldn't be the reason why you're playing him. You know what? You could have Kobe Mainoo, Kuna, and Bueno, Josh Circus, all can play his role and play it better, more controlled. Seriously.
Yeah.
And I think, Bruno's the problem. Been a good servant to the club, but every dog has its day and off you go. Like, that's it, off you go. You want to progress, he's holding the team back. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You could even slip Amad Diallo in the number 10. He's skillful enough.
He's a right winger, so that's his position. And I think we will see a right winger with Amad Diallo when you have Mbeumo tucking in and taking the channel, the inside channel, and Amad will be on the outside. So I think it will fit Amad really well playing with Mbeumo.
But yeah, you would think so. You would think so.
You would think so, yeah.
But the big
You
problem,
go back to the 90s and 80s when we had Paul
by
in.
the way, one second, Pete, 1 second. I know that there's something I'm looking at. I'm just trying to research it. I think there's something wrong with YouTube. So that's why we're lagging. Nothing to do with the internet. Everybody's internet is fine. Jarvis' internet is fine.
YouTube's been a bit
Internet
funny
is
for
fine.
a month or two. Actually,
Yeah,
it has.
and
Okay.
my internet is fine. So if it's lagging, it's nothing to do with the with
You
us.
stream no, it is YouTube. Yeah, I've had it quite a bit for the last month. Where when you log on a certain video, you get that ring going for a bit. You know what I mean? And there's no reason why it should be doing it. I don't know whether their algorithms are looking for something or what. I don't know.
Can I just respond to a couple of the comments when it comes to the tactics? It's not what I want to happen. This is what I believe Amorim will try to do when it comes to the interchanging with Cunha and Bruno and all of this. It's what I believe Amorim is thinking. You know, it's not my ideal football. I would have done it differently, but this is what I see and what I think Amorim will do under this system. And we will know more tomorrow. It will be the first real friendly. You know, the first Leeds game was just in preseason when you have a lot of running in your legs and you are heavy. That's just a televised training session, as I said. Tomorrow you will learn more about what Amorim wants, and we will have Mbumo. I think is ready to start tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah, it
Should be, yeah, should be, yeah.
So we will see the Cunha and Mbumo thing, how it will work. So tomorrow I will do Stu and I will do a breakdown of the game tomorrow night. So it will be interesting to see, and I will do a lot of footage and try to see if I find something. You know.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. From the Leeds game, the only bit of positivity I did see was the centre halves try to go direct to the middle to Cunha. So the straight ball through. At times where we pressed Leeds a little bit, we won the ball back near the halfway line, and Luke Shaw and these guys were trying to thread the ball, other than going wide. Yeah, they were trying to thread the ball, but we'll see. I think the only best ball player is the guy who's injured. Our best ball player, best ball defender is Martinez, and unfortunately he's injured.
I don't know how long he's out for, do you know, Martinez?
Yeah, the midfield is really.
Can I just put a question?
Yeah,
Dino, to you and Javi. Yeah,
I think we all agree when it comes to the midfield that Bruno Casemiro is not good enough when it comes compared to all the other clubs. But wouldn't it be better for Amorim just to go with Collier and Mainoo as the pivot for the rest of the season? Because I think they are balanced. They play together for years.
Collier.
Yeah,
I do.
Apparently they're saying that they might sell him. That came out of the Athletic that he might be one of the guys to be sold. And I'm like, he's the only guy with legs. He's the only guy that we've got who's got serious legs.
Yeah.
And I also heard rumors that Mount might play in a double pivot.
Mount.
I tell you what, Jarvis, right, Dino, Jarvis, I'm going to throw something at you now, and I would do this deal with Amorim's style of play and the goalkeeper he needs. I wouldn't be buying Martinez from Villa. I will be getting Garner back from Palace personally. I think Garner suits Amorim's style of play as a keeper.
Who you mean? What's his name? You're talking about
Garner. He was told.
No, he's not Garner. What's
not
his name?
Garner.
What's his name?
Oh, the Palace keeper. What's his name?
Henderson,
that's it. I'm thinking of Garner, the midfielder. Sorry, I was thinking something else. Henderson. I would get Henderson back. Seriously.
He's not coming back.
No, he had some comments that didn't.
Well, I mean, apparently Garnacho's had comments that didn't go down well, but apparently he's coming back.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But
I wouldn't spend 45 million on Martinez. No way.
But where do you think Bruno will play this season? Do you think he will play in the 8, or will he rotate with 3 number 10s with Bruno and Bumo and Cunha? And he said he will be happy with the squad we got starting the season. He won't rush things. He don't want to buy players if you're not sure. He said so in the interview.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the problem, Jarvis, with Bruno is, can Amorim make him disciplined and hold his position? I think that's the key to Bruno, isn't it? Is he likes to go wandering wherever he goes, and I think obviously from when Ollie bought him, he's told him you can go have license to go do what you want to do.
mm.
The problem is, Bruno, you're not Pele or Lionel Messi, mate. You know what I mean? You're just not that caliber of player. It's like you need to be disciplined and stay. If you put Bruno, for example, you put Bruno with double pivots, but he's the I one in the midfield, yeah. So when, for whatever reason, the play breaks and the other guy goes forward, let's say to Ugarte, for example, let's say it's Bruno and Ugarte. Ugarte is the holding midfielder and Bruno's in the middle. If Ugarte, play unfolds and Ugarte goes forward, Bruno then has to pull back. This is what classic double pivot Man United midfield players used to do. When one went back, whoever it was. The problem with Bruno is he just goes
not
forward.
positionally disciplined either. That's one of the biggest problems. He wanders off. I think Ugarte is better playing the 8 because he's aggressive. He wants to win the ball back, and he wanders off against the ball.
He does the Fred job. The
Yes,
Fred high
yes.
pressing number 8,
The
high pressing,
number 8.
hunting for the ball. That's what his game is. We need somebody who's very good on the number 6, ready to get the ball and also receive the ball at
100%.
any position that can actually can do the 5 yards, the 7 yards, the 10 yards.
Yeah,
but
can
also switch the play. But they're not willing to be patient. Where's the coaches to develop that? Windy says, I worry about Martinez. Did he get their advice like to and say, yes, he did. Yeah, because look, remember, he had the injury, then he came back. They rushed him back, and then against Arsenal, remember the first game of the season, he broke down again. He broke down again, so 100%. Don't trust the medical department. Do not trust any department in this football club. But I'm really worried. I'm really worried.
But
well,
you're
as soon
touching
as
on
I heard,
something really important, Nordin. The number 6. The number 6 is so
Of
important.
course
You
it
need
is,
a player who can drop down, receive the ball under pressure, turn, and get the ball ticking all the time. And stay in his position. He needs to stay centrally all the time.
5 yards, 10 yards, get it back.
Kobe,
Slow the tempo down. Slow the tempo down. Speed it up when you need to. Be able to have the ability. I mean, to be fair, Jarvis, you did say Sander Berger, and he's doing a fantastic job at Fulham. And the fact that we couldn't buy him and Ugarte says everything you need to know about this fucking football club.
25 million.
You know the biggest thing, Jarvis? I look at it and think, what is wrong with this football club? The idea that Omar Barada is a football man is a false. Omar Barada is a finance person. It's marketing. It's finance guy. Jason Wilcox is inexperienced. And yet again, Manchester United are lacking in midfield. We're going to another season with mainly Bruno and Casemiro, both of them. Not Casemiro's legs are gone. You might listen. You can look lean as you want all day. Your legs are gone. Your legs are gone. Right? Bruno, headless chicken, absolute headless chicken, runs about the place, and because he wants the ball, he's like that kid. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take my ball and go home. He's that kid. He's that kid. Right? The only game I've ever seen him being disciplined was against Liverpool, and I'm like, well, if he can do it, why don't you do it every game? And he thinks he can do everything, and that to me, honestly, I would scream and shout if I ever played with him. I would hate to play with him. And I know that you would hate to play with him, Jarvis, and so would Pete, because I could never understand. I'm like, positioning is so important in a football team.
Yeah, of course it is.
It took me a while as a kid to learn that, to really learn. I don't need to run up there. I need to just stay where I'm staying. If the whole team is going, we all go. If not, we stay in our positions. And that's what the big thing is.
You know, look, guys, we played the game at whatever level we played it at. But football, a lot of football is about getting to know each other. And you don't even have to think about playing the pass or look at, you know, that player's going to make that move. Yeah. And that's what Dino's just said there is you're unsure of where Bruno's going to be. This is why you see a lot of the players get the ball, you think, go on, go forward, and they just stop and check and they're looking. It's like, where is he? Where's he gone? Where's the invisible man gone?
Exactly. It's
you know what I mean? And you can't play that, you just, you know, this is Premiership level, echelon level of football. This is not Sunday knockaround.
No, it isn't. And it's shocking. Jarvis, what did you think about this point? Amorim on outcast on Garnacho, Anthony, and Sancho. If we reach the point they have to join the team, they will join the team because they are our players. I know for a fact that Omar, Jason have a number of these players. Number for these players.
Number for these players, yes.
Yeah, if the clubs don't reach that, they will be in Man UFC players, no doubt about that. That's interesting because I actually think that I'm glad he said that, because the way that we've sidelined them, we've decreased their money. They're not shit players, Jarvis. They might not fit into our system, but they're not crap players. They're not shit. They're not. There are a lot of worse players out there going for fucking big money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Look at the Chelsea goalkeeper. The second goalkeeper went for 35 fucking million. The kid at Liverpool went for 35 million. Are you telling me that Sancho and Garnacho cannot go for 40 or 50 million each? It's laughable. Pete, I think Henderson saw the BS going on at United and no patience and went it out. And
he probably did, yeah. He did,
100%. We've got to give up for that, because I would never stay. I think if I play for Manchester United and I left, I think majority of United fans, most of you, will be calling me all sorts, because you guys don't understand how unstable and toxic this football club is. I genuinely do. I really, 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 I cannot underestimate. Manchester United is not a football club. We're not run like a football club. We're run like a fucking circus. That's why we keep getting worse and worse and worse. And I don't see it getting better anytime soon. I mean, the way Bruno Fernandes dictates his Jarvis, Peter, 3 weeks he was thinking about going to Saudi Arabia. I mean, what the fuck do you call this? And then he says, the club don't need the money. They don't need to sell me.
Somewhere along the line.
If I asked you all, I might do that as actually the last poll of the night and ask, would you keep Bruno Fernandes? You've got no position for him. And you can't build a team around him because he's too erratic.
No, I'd have sold him. I'd have told him if I'd have been to, Sir Jim or, let's just say I'm Sir Jim.
For that amount of money.
If that had been me, I said, look, you've had a good time at the club. Thanks for your services. 2 years left on your contract. You're 30 years of age. We're on a rebuild. We're going to sell you. I don't want to go there. You haven't got a choice in it, mate. We own your ass. End off. Goodbye. That's it. There's nothing you can do. And if the player refuses to go, by default, his contract is null and void.
Yeah. Big up, Nuruddin, I want your prediction for the first 10 games. Listen, you're going to have to watch the preseason podcast. I want to get everybody, all the lads on for that one, because we're all gonna predict and make our predictions where United are gonna finish. Ben, big up Ben. I hope you're enjoying Tangier and Morocco. I spoke to a few Moroccan Man United fans who love Masraoui. Nearly every single one of them said we need to sell Bruno. Unana was the biggest problem.
But I mean, I've said it, Dino, on Jarvis's and yours. I cannot understand why Bayern Munich sold Masraoui. They must have had a falling out somewhere.
Yeah, because he came out and supported Palestine.
There you go, then. That's why they sold him.
I don't know if you remember, but he came out and he made something on his thing. And Germany, they don't like players doing that. I don't watch them, but isn't Bruno disciplined in the Portugal team? Yes, yeah, because I don't think the players who he plays with in Portugal would take the shit that these United players take.
Cristiano wouldn't take it off him.
I ask Jarvis because Coutinho is like, fuck off. He might be younger, but it's like, fuck off. I'm better than you as a number fucking 6 and number. I'm doing this job. You stay the fuck up there.
You know what? Just on topic about Cristiano Ronaldo, Dino, and Jarvis, and chat. I just happened to watch a couple of days ago Lee Gunners rating world players he's seen. This fucking guy's he's a gooner, and he didn't even put Cristiano Ronaldo in his top 100 players he's seen play.
He's trolling, isn't he? He's a fucking troll.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, I thought, get the fuck out of it, mate. You know what I mean? Seriously, not in the 100.
The guy who's going to basically most likely break the goal scoring record.
Yeah.
But Nuruddin, you mentioned the comments about players coming back if they're not sold. Garnacho, Sancho.
Yeah.
And we all remember what happened last season. You remember Ten Hag sent him on exile, and then Sancho came back during the summertime, and he played with the team. He went on tour. And we all know it was all bullshit, because they said that Sancho and Ten Hag has made up, everything is hunky-dory. Well, he wasn't. And he went to Chelsea. And now we are in the same situation. And hopefully Ineos and the sporting project has learned. And that's why they haven't brought the players back into the team. Because, if there's players there who don't want to be there, they will spread toxicity.
That's it, yeah.
They will undermine the manager. They will undermine the whole.
If they have to sit on the bench, yes. If they have to sit on the bench, yes.
So do you guys really think that Amorim wants them back?
No,
he's a politician. He said,
think he's
I don't
trying
want them.
to. I think they're trying to. I think they realize they made a fucking huge mistake by outcasting them to start with. And they've devalued them as players. So what they're trying to do now is try to get the value back to reasonable level. That's why he says Omar and Wilcox have certain number for these players. And if the clubs can't match those numbers, they're going to be our players. We're going to have to bring them back in.
But wouldn't that be a slap in the face of Amorim? Bringing the players back?
But
obviously he wants them out, because we know what happened with Ten Hag. Ten Hag said he tried to exile Sancho. Sancho came back because the club wants the value, and they sold him. But Ten Hag was undermined, and now if they're bringing these players back, they will undermine Amorim.
You know what, Jarvis? Right? Can I just say this, guys? Yeah, right. When we lost the Europa League final, Amorim said, if the club doesn't want me here, I'll leave. You don't have to pay me off. I'll leave. Okay, that's saying that. Now, coming into what you're saying there, Jarvis, about these players coming back. If I was Amorim now, we've signed 2 players. Yeah, he got 2 players last season, 4 players. I would turn around and say, now, I don't want players back in my squad who don't want to be at Man United. It's up to the management to sort these contracts out, not me. Next. That's what you do. So then when he says that, it's then putting the onus on the hierarchy. Get your finger out your ass and get these players gone. Don't put it on me. It's up to you to sell them, not me. Don't give me players I don't want. Give me players I want.
Yeah, I agree, and I think the narrative shifts. I think Amorim had a clear plan when he came in. He put Sancho, Rashford out of the team right away. He didn't want Sancho, Garnacho after
because
the
they
Europa
don't
League
suit the number
final,
10s.
and they're still around. Not Rashford, but the other ones.
But because they don't suit the number 10s. The number 10s who wants to play are actually quicker, faster. Sancho and Rashford. Rashford and Garnacho.
Do you think it's only on abilities, or is it on attitude and how they?
I'm not there, and I know the club to lie about players before, right? So let's just get that fact. I don't know. I'm not there. Nobody knows the truth. One thing I do know that the Ineos want to bring down the cost of the wages, 100%. Casemiro was the guy they tried with to begin with. If you remember Casemiro, they left him out of the team completely. He wasn't even in the team. And then he come out and give I don't know if you saw the interview to a Brazilian magazine, I think it was. And he said, my kids are happy. I am happy because he knows he's never going to get that type of money anywhere else. And he said, I'm happy I'm happy I'm Manchester United, and I'm happy to when I get my chance, I'll play. He got interacted. I know that Sancho and Rashford, both they want their wages down. And that's one of the biggest reasons. But I also especially believe, I don't know about Sancho. I don't know. I actually think Sancho could have played as one of the number 10s, but that's a different story. The big thing is for me is that Rashford was that personality clash or whatever it was. That happened. And then remember the weekend when him and Garnacho both got dropped. We all remember, innit? After that, everything went sour. So at the end of the day, that's not a problem. Bigger players have left Manchester United before. But the way the club have devalued the players, it's really wrong.
Yeah.
And actually, I've got to give it up to bloody Woodward and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on that. Do you remember before we got rid of Sanchez and Lukaku? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming out in the press conference going, no, both of them are vital players for the team. Such a great goal scorer. And that's why we got almost all our money back for Lukaku. People forget that.
Norin, you make a brilliant point right now, because this is why I'm putting this out there, because why is Amorim sitting in the press conference saying we will take the players back if the evaluation is not met, but we don't take them into preseason training? It's like, who is he trying to I see people say it's because they want to keep their valuation. Yes, but everybody who follows football knows that Amorim don't want him back. So he might as well just be honest and say, I don't want these fuckers back. I want to. He might as well, because if you are splashing 50 million for Garnacho, obviously you understand the dynamics. You understand that Garnacho don't want to, and Manchester United don't want him.
Yeah.
Obviously you understand it. Doesn't matter what Amorim says.
Jarvis, let me update you. According to the Laurie Whitwell in The Athletic, some players are happy to wait till the end of the season to bring their value down even more.
Yeah.
And they specifically mentioned Garnacho, and they said Garnacho is one of those players, and the most important thing to him is that he plays for Argentina in the World Cup. That's his big priority.
Yeah, but it is, Jarvis, another reason why players want to run their value down is when they move to another club, what they would have paid on the contract fee, they give them in wages instead. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
Because now you look at this, guys. The only player I can think of on the top of my head in recent years who's left Man United, who hasn't really been a success, is Donny van der Beek. I mean, fair play. The guy, we destroyed him. We totally destroyed that guy, like we did. But every player in recent history who's left Man United, they've all gone on to win things. Scott McTominay, MVP in Italy. Lukaku, 2 titles, Inter Milan and Napoli. He won a treble with Inter Milan. Yeah. Fred won at Galatasaray. Mike Smalling won at Galatasaray. Alvaro going to get a big money move.
Even Ambissato won the FA Cup.
Yeah. Anderson, FA Cup. Can you see a pattern here? Can you literally see a pattern going here? Jadon Sancho won the Europa Conference League with Chelsea. You can see a pattern, can't you? We buy players who are good, come to Man United, they end up shit, leave Man United, and then become the player what we bought them, what we wanted them for to be. So fundamentally, that bit in between called Man United, like Jose Mourinho said, there is a virus at this club.
And the virus is still there. That's the maddest thing.
Yeah, that's it.
We got rid of all those players, the virus is still there.
Exactly.
It's the culture. It's the culture of this football club. And it's the way the football club is run. And the way they try to come back is crazy. First, the bankers were in charge. Fergie left. Then what happens is now they try to copy what Man City did and think that Omar Barada and Wilcox can fix this shit. They can't
Nah.
fix fucking shit. They're both fucking clueless.
But the madness is it's still all about the money. You know,
Yeah.
with the Glazers, it was about the money, and with Ineos, it's all about the money, but it's in different
In a
direction.
different
Have
way.
you
But
heard
it's
about
never
the
about
season
the
ticket,
football.
Jarvis?
It's never about the football, yeah. Of course, it's never about the football.
Jarvis, you know
It's
when
never about
the new Old Trafford's going to be built, the $2 billion new stadium, yeah, the minimum season ticket is going to be 4K.
Actually, they're saying certain part of the stadium is going to be 4K. You know, like in America, you have you've got the registration of a seat, Jarvis. The
Yeah.
registration. Who's
Well,
going
the thing
to
was
afford
when
4K? You tell me what working class Mancunians are going to be able to afford to
the club's
fucking have
gone, we're
their
destroyed.
name on them.
You have the first refusal for, was it 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First refusal for a specific
4K a year.
seat. Yeah.
4K a year. 4K a year. Can you
Well, the
imagine?
thing was when
Plus
you
season
know when
ticket.
the Glazers built a new stadium for Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the American football team they own, they made the fans pay for it ultimately with the cost of the season tickets and whatnot and all that. And they're going to do exactly the same to Man United.
Yeah.
You had all these people, you know, when Sir Jim come in, me and Dino done the stream. He's Glazer number 7. That's all he is.
100%.
And the only thing the Glazers have, you know, going of is Sir Jim's taking the heat, not us.
Facts. Listen, it's
That's
nothing
it.
to do with age. Nothing to do with age.
No.
It's got nothing to do with age, football fan zone. Peter's still got his head. Java's still got his hair. It's to do with testosterone, and it's to do with having sometimes about testosterone and different other hormones, and it's also to do with something that happens in your family. Apparently, it comes from the mother side. People going, well, so it's got a lot of footballers. Look at Brian in Bermo. He's bloody bold.
Yeah.
Look at Mateta. He's 28. It's got nothing to do with him. How old are you? You absolute little bastard.
That's it.
I was
61, mate.
wondering what age you started when you're going ball. I'm trying to make sure it never happens to me, mate. Listen, you've always got turkey. Don't worry, lad. I accept it.
Dino, I use this spray called Main. It is. You can get a spray called Main, and you spray it on, and it like fills in the gaps. I don't use it, like, but I'm saying that it is like if people need it, it's there. There's stuff there, like.
He's wearing
You can always go to Turkey,
He's
you know.
wearing a wig. That Antonio Conte is wearing a wig.
Oh man, the Italian stitch on stallion. Remember that, do you know?
The Italian stitch on, mate. I'm telling you, it's definitely
Oh,
Jarvis,
that's a good comment from Wendy, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
It's Amorim's crazy statement why Barcelona can't buy him for 26.
Yeah.
Because we want 40 and we can't sell him for 40. But we have set the price and that's the valuation. And we are sticking with it because I think sometimes we just gotta go with it and sell him, get rid.
But
whatever you get is what you get, innit? Just get rid of them.
Yeah. I think we are in a place where we should just sell.
Yeah, 100%.
Whatever you get, Jarvis. That's it.
But the biggest thing is that we always get rid of the players we think are toxic, and then we start doing even worse than worse, season after season. Remember, they said it was Pogba and Lingard were toxic.
Yeah.
Who's going to be next season's toxic, Jarvis? Who's going to be next season's contenders?
Big Kobe Mainoo, won't it?
There will be Kobe Mainoo. Yeah, Mainoo.
Big Kobe Mainoo. Kobe Mainoo and Ahmad Diallo.
Ahmad, yes. Ahmad, yeah.
Them two.
It's fucking crazy. What is toxic is the football club that chews these footballers up to that extent, and that the level of pressure, the level of propaganda and PR and Manchester United. By the way, people, somebody showed me a little small clip of Rio Ferdinand and Wayne Rooney going to Chicago, not with the team, but for MUTV. What did I fucking tell you about these fucking legends? Both of them got paid to advertise the new kits. How fucking desperate is that?
I know. Hey, you know what, Dino?
What second, Pete? Jarvis, did you see that? They're advertising the new shirts.
Yeah.
Somebody showed me a clip of Rio Ferdinand saying, "Oh, I would wish to have worn that. I would have wished to have worn that." I'm like, what the? So Rooney and Ferdinand having a kickabout in the pitch,
It's
and they're both wearing a new
PR.
shirt. Like, you can't make this up. They have to bring back players that certain fans like. So the normal players, the fans
keep it
hate.
rolling. Can they find a shirt big enough to put on Wazard anyway?
Hey,
I mean, he's put a bit of pounds on, like. But that's what I was going to say, right, Jarvis, you know. Wayne Rooney is on Match of the Day next season as a pundit.
That's going to be interesting.
The guy can barely fucking speak English, seriously. And when he does speak it, even I struggle to understand it.
Yeah.
And
Barada Wilkins remind me Liz Trust and Kamikaze Kwarteng clueless out of their depth and reckon their institution at the same time. So this was, I don't know if you know British politics, Jarvis, but Liz Truss was our prime minister. So somebody, I think some newspaper said they got a salad. Was it a cabbage or was it a salad? Lettuce. They got a lettuce and they said, how long would Liz Truss last as a prime minister? And how long would this lettuce last? The lettuce outlived it. The lettuce outlived.
Lettuce is still going strong, isn't it?
Listen, and their economical minister was Kwarteng. Both of them got headed out. So, so Jinder saying Barada and Wilcox remind me of Liz Truss and Kamikaze Kwarteng, clueless, out of depth, and reckon their institution.
You know what, Dino? Right. I've just had a wild thought here, mate. Listen, seriously, I'm sure. Like the PR machine at Old Trafford could well be working on this. If we can't sell Sancho and Garnacho, they might blame it on Brexit.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You can't sell them.
100%. Big up Redstone said, what about the fact that club can't sell Beckham, Ronaldo, or Cantona just because they don't have the rights?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Cantona was like, that's one of the reasons Cantona left, you know, because the club were trying to cheat him. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know the story? Because they were like the image rights and stuff like that. They were trying to negotiate, and he was just like, "What the fuck is this?" Cantona, and he's kept his image rights, and he's supporting FC United though. Anyway, he's bought shares in FC United. Big up Cantona, absolute legend. The guy's literally Phil Mitchell with hair. Which one? There are no players currently on the team except maybe Bruno that can sell shirts. That's what I'm saying to you. Who's going to sell shirts? To be fair, Mbeumo Cunha, mate. Mbeumo Cunha. Well, when the season kicks off, I'll see a lot of United shirts outside the stadium with Cunha and Mbeumo. It's always the way the new players they sign. It will always be the way. But yeah, 4,000 lease on a seat in the Circus tent. What do you think of that, Jarvis? Are you down for that? Do you think any working class people in Manchester can afford £4,000 a season?
No. It's the death of football, and it's all about the money. We all know this, you know. It's a spiral. We all have been cheering. We want the players, the Brazilians, to come in. We want the best Portuguese players, the Spanish players, the best in the world. But there's a price, and the price to pay is the fans. And you know, it's a global business, and Man United is a global brand. So
it's the billionaire class, to be fair. But I tried to explain, Jarvis. Back in the day, football used to be owned by the local millionaire, right?
Yeah.
Local guy who owns the factories. Where now it's the billionaire and states that own football clubs.
Yeah.
And you can't compete. And the idea that you think you can cut. The crazy thing is that the way Ineos think, Jarvis, this would have to be the biggest transfer season summer. Because even if they didn't win that shitty fucking cup against fucking Spurs, this would be to get into the Champions League places. Because the Champions League guarantees you 100 million per season. And I don't think we're
Yeah.
going to get the Champions League next season. I think we're going to fall way behind. I think for the first time in a long time, you might be able to see the top 4 or 5 build the gap to the middle. Unless the middle and the bottom half of the mid-table mediocre like us teams vastly improve. And when I look at things like West Ham are weaker than they were last season. Brighton not weaker, I don't think. Bournemouth are definitely weaker. They lost 2 centre halves. This
Brentford
season.
weak.
Brentford are definitely weaker.
Forest.
They lost a manager.
Forest wants to.
But their owner, he's got money, and he'll make things happen. He'll make things happen. I think they're signing 2 Brazilian players, if I'm not mistaken.
Newcastle are looking a bit dodgy, do you know, aren't they?
Yeah.
Newcastle
Windy, it depends. The most expensive season ticket is about 1,500, I think.
900 mine was last season.
Yeah, but you had discount, didn't you? You were disabled, but you're not allowed anymore. You're not allowed any discount anymore, Pete. But 5 games of next season, 5 or 6 games, 5 games next season. The price of the ticket's going up to 100 quid.
Yeah.
Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal. I think it's Newcastle as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And Spurs. So 6 games and 100 quid on the match day ticket. 100 quid. And what you will have is that opposition fans will buy that ticket and they'll sit and they'll start cheering when they score, like they did in the Europa League. So the club has become the ticket tout. Let me repeat for the people. The club is the biggest ticket tout. Yeah. But it's not just happening at our club. Man City are doing the same. A lot of the clubs are doing the same.
Yeah. Told you, Dino.
They want to decrease the amount of season ticket holders and have just match day people to make like the NFL, like the Super Bowl, like
franchise football.
Yeah, like the basketball.
Yeah,
And
I told everyone.
This 4K thing, 1 second, Pete. This 4K thing that's what is an American football or American basketball. The event.
Yeah.
In lockdown, when we had all the commotion over the Super League hasn't gone away. People that need to understand that Real Madrid, Barca, and Juventus are still in the Super League. Barcelona and Real Madrid have funded the refurbish of their stadium on the premise of 2030 that there will be a Super League. 2030 is when the current deal from an English viewpoint, the Premier League contract finishes with UEFA and FIFA. Yeah, that's why they've expanded the Champions League and the World Club Cup this season, because they're trying to get the money in to stop the big clubs breaking away and going into a Super League. It's futile. They've already decided they're going to do it, and you're seeing it now with that statement from Man United, £4,000 a ticket. That's where they're going, to a Super League. End of story.
Well, Pete, really, the Champions League format is just Super League through backdoor.
It is, yeah.
It is.
But the thing is, Man United aren't in that, watered down Super League, Dino, per se. They just want the big clubs in that their own little bubble, and they'll expand that bubble to incorporate the Saudi teams because they just want this. That's it.
Have you seen this? So big up to Soccer Junkie. Says average season ticket for the Dallas Cowboys is about $6,300. And you know what? They've not won. They're like Manchester United. They've not won the fucking Super Bowl for a long, long time, if I'm not mistaken. I know that much. I don't know nothing about American football, but I know the Dallas Cowboys are popular. They're very popular, but they've not won the they've not won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. There you go, Dino. That's what he wants. Franchise sport. They thrive on it.
By the way, Windy, there's about 12 or 13 clubs in the Premier League who have got de facto American owners.
2/3 now. They own 2/3 of the.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I just want to say, when it comes to to this about money, and the game has been corrupted by money. I saw someone in the chat saying they respect Crystal Palace, and I just want to say Crystal Palace is the 26th richest club in the world when it comes to revenue. So even Crystal Palace is in this Moneyball thing.
Of course they are.
Number 27, that's Fulham. Number 26, that's Everton.
Yeah.
So
American owners.
American
owners, yeah.
Well, it's not only that. Look at Newcastle, Saudi owned. They can't spend money because of the regulations.
By revenue. So by 2025. So all of the clubs, they make a lot of money. And when you say the mid team tables team are weakened, I'm not sure if they are, because they can sell players for a
lot of money.
amount of money and buy players from all over the world, the biggest talent. So it's not that hard to replace them. Look at Brighton, how they do all the time. They've sold Caicedo for, I don't know,
100 million.
100 million, yeah.
And they brought on Baleba, so.
And Baleba now is worth 100. They say they want 120 now, Brighton.
So it's not a problem for clubs like them, and I don't think they are weakened.
They want to sell Wharton Crystal Palace apparently for 70 million, 80 million.
Yeah. Trossard to Arsenal as well, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, they sold Rice, didn't they, West Ham?
Yeah, Declan Rice, yeah.
Yeah, people, listen, we've been here. I just want to get to Mateta 77, Watkins 23. We've not reached our target, I'm afraid. You lot are allergic to liking the video. I don't know what I can do. I can't do anything. But please make sure you tune in tomorrow and at Match Analysis with Jarvis and Stu. For me, I found it so funny. I went to see Purple Rain, the film, in a big cinema tonight with some friends. My friend's birthday. Karen, big up Karen, happy birthday.
The IMAX, yeah.
No, it wasn't IMAX, but it's a big screen. It's a big screen.
In the rain with this purple motorcycle.
Yeah.
Purple Rain, wasn't it? His girlfriend.
Purple Rain. Yeah. The best one was I Would Die For You. Die for you. Yeah.
Let's go crazy.
All of that. It was amazing.
Love
it was
Prince.
Absolutely amazing. Prince,
Was.
So sad. I'm so grateful I got to see him live. I paid extra to see him from where my door is to here. I paid extra money to see him close up, because he's tiny.
He was.
Tiny. He was a tiny little lad. He was quite tiny. And I paid extra to see him, and I was so glad. But may he rest in. What a genius! What a life force he was! What a musician!
Yeah, he
all
was.
the instruments on every record.
Songwriter, singer, everything. Yeah, he had it all.
Symbol, symbol
dance,
as well.
Yeah, the dance moves, all of it. Yeah.
If you could be the most beautiful girl in the world.
Yeah.
Prince and the Revolution.
Dino, it's plain to see. You're the Jim Ratcliffe. You're the reason why you bought fucking Mainoo.
You're the fucking reason, mate. That clown. Recruitment budget at United was cut. Corporate budget increase tells you all you need to know. Love, Prince. Big up William and Neville. People, we'll leave you. We'll be back. But make sure you check out Peter Alien Tenno on YouTube, and make sure you check him out on Insta. Stella, the fellow with a Stella.
Yeah.
Fellow with a Stella. Make sure you check out
at Bully77. I don't know what happened to Noridin on X, and you can check out my channel on Tactical Devils if you want to see more tactical stuff. Tomorrow night, Stu and I will be doing a breakdown. We show some live footage, do slow-mos, and break down everything, the movement, the players, whatever happened. So feel free to tune in if you're free, 9 p.m.
Is that Man United, Jarvis, or Tipped in Town? You're going on
well, a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Big up. No, big up Windy. Yeah, big up to Malcolm
Tipton
Jamal.
probably made more signings.
Probably have. Yeah, R.I.P. Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Werner. He looked like he saved his daughter. They were on holiday in Costa Rica, I think, and he drowned. He basically drowned, but he saved their life. He played Theo in the Cosby Show. He was
he did. Yeah,
that played Theo in the Cosby Show. He was only 54. May he rest in peace. I've already made my statement about what I think about Ozzy Osbourne. He can fuck off, the Zionist bastard. Burn in hell, motherfucker. And fucking Hulk Hogan as well. He's a racist prick. He can burn in hell as well. You get that 2 pence from me? I'm like that. I keep the same energy. If I don't like you while you're alive, I keep the same energy.
Always be true to yourself.
Dead,
that's what you got to do.
I don't pretend and go, oh, because you died. We're all gonna fucking die. Everybody's gonna die. So I keep the same energy. If I didn't like you when you were alive, I don't fucking like you when you're dead.
That's fair. It's facts, like, innit? Yeah.
I keep it 100%. Free Palestine. Obviously, you can see what they're doing, starving the people. The channel is shadow ban people. We don't give a damn though. So please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you can subscribe. Nobody gets known that notifications when we're live. Only few people are. We'll be back tomorrow with a match reaction. Hopefully, I'll be watching and doing a watch along with Saeed. So
big up Mick Ruby because the Cambodians have been bombing him in Thailand.
Fucking hell! You serious? The Cambodians?
Yeah, I'm here. Cambodia have been bombing Thailand.
That's all we fucking need. By the way, big up to Mick Ruby. He lost his auntie. May she rest in eternal peace.
Yeah,
love to him. Love to Mick Ruby, and may she rest in eternal peace. But fucking,
fucking Thailand.
By the way, fucking hell, what happened in Cambodia? If you look at what happened, what the US did to that country, the genocide that took place in Cambodia,
the killing fields,
and Eastern Timor, the fucking killing fields, man. Fucking hell. What time would you guys do a match reaction after the game? So it'll be 2 o'clock, 2:30 somewhere in the UK. But Jarvis, we'll be live around 2 o'clock.
No. I want to do the direct. We will do it by night, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. UK. It's only a friendly, so.
No, but the game in the UK kicks off at 12 o'clock, Jarvis. It's a late game tomorrow.
Yeah,
I know. But we will do it on Sunday night. Sunday night, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Well,
I will have time to dissect it and watch the game a couple of times.
Okay, well, I'll be live instantly, and I'll be telling you what the fuck I see.
If I'm around, I will jump on.
No problem, Jarvis. You just take it easy. Have your pizza. Relax.
Watch
the game and go to bed. You know what I mean? Prepare for your show.
Jarvis is going to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger and put it in the blender and drink it.
I'm going to be watching the women's final, actually, tomorrow night. With
Sunday,
If you're still live around after 10, I'll jump on, Jarvis.
Yeah.
Okay. Still live. Cool. Yeah. But big up to everybody. Big up to all you lot. Smash the like. You got 2 hours. 2 hours of jokes. The soundtrack is "We're Living on a Prayer." Are you ready to struggle? You ready to struggle?
We're halfway there.
We're halfway there. We're not even halfway there. Halfway to fucking relegation.
Yeah.
Take me to relegation, mate. Take me to relegation.
Cheers, all. Anyway, nice one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cheers, Dino. Cheers, Jav. Cheers, chat. Have a good nice. 1 o'clock.
Check out.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Time for bed.
Exactly. Hey, stinker on Hooked by Peter's missus.
Oh well, Dino.
Hot milk.
Your wife's in hospital. 2 weeks ago.
Is she all right?
She had a bad fall and broke her shoulder and her hip. So she's had a shoulder pinned and a hip pinned.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry. That's me making jokes about how she tells you off.
Well, I just made sure the insurance was up to date. There's always a fucking silver lining somewhere. Like, no, seriously, she is. She had a bad fall, like, so. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Is she in bed? Is she on a lot of pain?
No, she's in Arrow Park Hospital, now in Birkenhead there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there. I was there today. I went at 9 o'clock this morning and got back at 6. I was like, you know, when you're coming home on the bus and you're falling asleep, I was like, fucking hell. And it was roasting as well. It was like, oh,
Fucking
shit.
hell. Well, we'll send our love. What's her name, Pete?
Suzanne.
Suzanne. We will send in Suzanne the universal healing energy and love on speedy recovery. How is she doing?
She's okay, yeah. Hopefully she'll be here for a couple of months because I'm having the fucking life of Riley here. Like, fucking parties of holiday.
She's not going to be in a couple of months. Did she break her hip?
Yeah, she had it pinned in her. First thing she said to me when I was going home before from the hospital, she goes, you going on the fucking piss? And I said, no, I'm going out on Sunday. You know, because it's the Women's World Cup final. I said, all the women will be out. Like, you better fucking stay in. Like, what you going to do?
How long have you been married, Peter? How long have you been married?
21 years this year. I've been married to it. 21
great.
years.
You know what? She's got the patience of a fucking saint, Suzanne. I'll tell you that much. She to deal with you, Pete. To fucking deal with you.
It's great.
Yeah, big up to her.
But that's it. You know, at the end of the day, guys, accidents happen, don't they? That's it.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh,
that's it.
To be fair, I was at the hospital today visiting my neighbour, John.
Yeah.
He's had a two hip replacements, and one of the hip replacements, something's went funny, and one of them is infected. So he's been on there for 15 days, sorry, not 15 months, 15 days. And he hates hospital. He's a very active 77-year-old. So we went to visit him today. So speed recovery, John. I'll be back there for you tomorrow. And I always take him Subway. He likes beef foot long on
the sub,
Italian bread. Yeah, on Italian bread.
Yeah.
That's what he likes.
I took my wife some pickled onions that I thought that'll fucking do you.
Oh, mate. Are they looking after her, mate? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's the recovery going? How old is she, Pete?
She's 58, 3 years younger than me. But she's a dialysis patient, Dino, isn't she? She's in renal failure, like my wife as well, like, so, you know. I've got her well insured, you know what I'm saying? This time next year, Dino Jarvis will be in fucking Barbados.
That's enough. Right, that's enough. I can't take this. Good night, people.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.